Hello friends, I am Dr. Madhukar Jadhav. In previous lecture, few numericals we have solved. This lecture also we will solve again few numericals. So determine the gradient from a point P to point Q from the following observations carried with tachometer fitted with analytic lens. Fitted with analytic lens means value of K is 100 and value of C is equal to 0. Now the data is given, instrument station is at O. Stops are kept at point P and Q. Then bearing also they have given. Bearing, first bearing is given 345 degree and the second bearing they have given 75, and the vertical angles from O to P is plus 15 degrees and from O to Q is plus 10 degree, and the steady readings are 0.75, 1.435, 2.120, and for second Q 0.625, 1.835 and 3.050. Okay, they have mentioned, assume that the stop is held vertically and that the multiplying constant of the instrument has a value of 100. Okay. Now see, when we are observing from instrument station O to P, or horizontal distance between O and P can be calculated by the formula D is equal to Ks into cos square theta. Okay, so OP distance is equal to D1 is equal to multiplying constant is 100, so 100 into stop intercept into cos square of the theta given 15 degree. So 100 into stop intercept is coming subtraction of these two into cos square of 15 degree. So distance D1 between O and P is 127.82 meter. Okay, so distance we can calculate. Similarly, we can calculate the value of V, that is distance between horizontal line of sight and the central hair when observing from P to Q. So the formula is V is equal to D1 into tan of theta, or we can use this formula also. V is equal to Ks into sin 2 theta upon 2. So substituting value V is equal to D1 we have calculated 127.82 into tan of 15 degree. So V is equal to 34.25. So for the first position O to P, we have calculated horizontal distance and the vertical distance. Next slide. So this is the sketch. Instrument is at O, first stop station is P, and for that angle is 15 degree. Then second instrument station is Q, for that angle is 10 degree. Is it right? Now see, even though here level difference is, but it is a cross section. So we have shown P and Q position. Are you getting this? Don't say that Q is at higher elevation than P. This is just cross section. Approximate sketch is drawn. Okay. So P first stop station, Q second stop station. This is the horizontal line of sight. For the first angle is 15 degree and for the second angle is 10 degree. For the first vertical distance is this V, and for the second this is the vertical distance. Okay. Now observation from O to point Q. For that we have to find out this is the distance D2. Okay. So distance D2 is equal to 100 into S into cos square theta is equal to 100 into top here reading, bottom here reading and minus sign into cos square of 10 degree. Okay. So from the calculation we will get D2 is equal to 235.19 meter. Okay. Similarly, vertical distance we can calculate V is equal to D2 into tan of theta is equal to 235.19 into 10 of 10 degree. So we will get V is equal to 41.47. Okay, next. Now this is the plan seeing from the top. This is O. From O we have observed point P, and also we have observed point Q. Is it not? This is the top view, and in the numerical they have given the bearing of point P and bearing of point P and bearing of Q with respect to north. Okay, so bearing of point Q with respect to north is given 75 degree. So OQ 75 degree, and bearing of P with respect to O is given 345. So this angle is 345. Now we are having the exact position of O, P and Q. This is seeing from the top. Okay. Now distance OP we have calculated, distance OQ we have calculated. So distance PQ we can calculate by the formula. PQ is equal to under root of OP square plus OQ square. So substituting these values, we will get PQ is equal to 267.68 meter. Okay. Similarly, we can find out the reduced level of P and Q also. So first of all, RL of P is equal to, both are angle of elevation. So formula is RL of instrument axis plus V minus central hearing. Okay. Now RL of instrument axis they have not given. We will assume it as a 0, 0. So 0, 0 plus vertical distance between the instrument axis to the central hair reading for the first position 34.25 minus central hair reading 1.435. So we will get RL 32.815. Okay. Similarly, we will get the RL of Q is equal to RL of instrument axis plus V minus R. Again substituting value, we will get RL of Q is equal to 39.635. Okay. Then difference in elevation between P and Q is equal to subtraction of the two RLs, 39.635 minus 32.815 is equal to 6.82 meter. Now Q is higher than P. Why Q is higher than P? You see, the reduced level of P is 32.815, while reduced level of Q is 39.68, means at higher elevation. Okay, Q is at higher elevation than P. Okay, now gradient from P to Q is equal to vertical distance between P and Q divided by horizontal distance between P and Q. Vertical difference we have calculated 6.82, horizontal distance also we have calculated. So gradient is equal to 68.82 divided by horizontal distance 267.68. Okay, by converting it, gradient from P to Q is equal to 1 in 39.32, 1 in 39.25. Okay, next another numerical. A tachometer was set up at an intermediate point on a line AB, and the following observations were made on a vertically held staff. Okay, so these are the staff position, this is the vertical angle, and these are the central hair reading, and this is the staff intercept they have given. Okay, then the instrument is fitted with an analytic lens and the multiplying constant of the instrument is 100, and from this they asked to determine the length AB and the RL of B if the RL of A is 150.5. Okay, so from the readings we can draw this sketch like this. Point O, this is point B, and this is point A. Okay, so from O to B vertical angle is 9 degree 45 minutes, so this is shown. From O to B vertical angle is 5 degree 30 minutes, so that is also they have shown. This is the stop kept at B, this is stop kept at B, and V1 position, S position, H1 position, at the same time V2 position, S position and H2 position is shown, and these are the given values. Next, now we can calculate the distance from O to A. D1 is equal to Ks into cos square theta. So substituting value D1 is equal to 100 into 2.30 first stop intercept into cos square of 9 degree 45 minutes. So we can calculate D1 like this. Also V1 we have calculated, V1 is equal to D1 into tan of theta 1. Substituting the value we can calculate V1. Is it right? Similarly, for the second position to point B, we can calculate D2 and V2. So D2 is equal to Ks cos square theta is equal to 100 into stop intercept into cos square of 5 degree 30 minutes. So we will get D2 is equal to 216.13. Similarly, V2 is equal to D2 into tan of theta 2. So substituting value of D2, substituting value of tan theta, we will get 20.05 meter as the V2 value. Now from the figure, A and B are on opposite side of the instrument station, that is O. So by taking the addition of the two distances D1 and D2, we will get distance AB is equal to 439.53, and RL of point B is equal to RL of point A plus H1 minus V2 minus V1 plus V2 minus V2. So substituting the values, we will get the RL of B. Again see the figure. RL of A is given and we want to find out RL of B. Okay, so RL of A 150 plus this H1 or RL of A plus this V1 central here, we will get the RL of horizontal line of sight. See again, RL of this point is known. This value we have calculated, H value is known, reading from central here up to this. Okay, so this minus this. Okay, so see here how we have calculated RL of A plus H1, central here reading we have added, minus V1. So with this we will get the RL of horizontal axis of the instrument. From that, if we subtract V2 means this distance, we will get RL of this central here, and if from that if we subtract this central here reading, we will get B RL. Okay, so finally RL of A plus H minus V minus V1 plus H1 minus H2, we will get RL is equal to 132.32. So if you have any doubt regarding this numerical or any numerical or theory, you can contact me on my personal phone, which is given on the plus side. So this is about this numerical. Thank you.